scene feels stiff. So tell me who's the real vulture. Let's be real quick. You only pop up to eat after we kill shit.
If it's beef, I made his driver's side door. Ready to fuck him mad. Wait till he crack his window. Swish. This shot won't even touch the glass.
Purchase your ticket to be in the building or catch it live on pay-per-view stream.
Yeah, let's keep it going. Let's keep the shit moving. I love the energy, man. I love it. Great time for battle rap. Great time for RBE. Great time for Max Out 3. Great time for everybody that's on Max Out 3. Yeah, man. So yesterday we had on Head Ice and Show Off. I dipped out of the stream. I let them talk their shit to each other. That's interesting. I put it on private right after the stream is over because we had to make some updates to the channel. We are now enabled for members only content. I'm going to get to that in a second. So we was making some changes to the channel, but now that those changes are done on the back end and everything like that, the Head Ice and Show Off live from last night is available on the channel. Go click play. It started off a little friendly, you know what I'm saying? When they was chilling, they was real like reserved, and then like halfway into they going back and forth, they got into it. So I think that was real dope. Oh shit, I see the legend done pulled up in the fucking lobby already. Hold on 1 second, legend. Hold on. I just turned this shit on. Let me give the proper intro and the proper alley-oop to one of the legends, one of the goats up in the lobby. So give me a second. I want to let y'all know real quick. Now that the channel is enabled for members only content, if you go to the top of the channel, you see the Hitman Holla versus the Ill Will Face Off is now out. It's exclusive early access for our members only memberships. Go ahead and sign up for that. Same way you see like on Hip Hop Is Real or some of these other channels. Shout out to them. Ruin Your Day. They be having the early bird specials. So we're going to drop it for the rest of our subscribers in a few days. Don't think y'all not going to get access to that. But if you want to see it right now, the Hitman Holla versus Ill Will Face Off is out. It's on the channel for members only, early bird access. All right. In the lobby, man, we're going to talk, man. We got to talk about this man's legacy. We got to talk about the Lou as far as their impact on the battle rap culture, the part that he played then, the part that he's going to play now. We're, of course, going to talk about this man versus the dog, Bigg K. We're going to talk about the first time we had him booked versus Ill Will. Why not? I'm here. He's here. Let's talk about it. All right. We also going to talk about why me and this man has been in touch for like the last 2 years. We've been good money behind the scenes, and we ain't fucking make nothing happen. But guess what? Max Out 3. We are here now. I got the man himself, man.
Yeah.
Oh, Ice Pack.
Ice Pack, Ill Chill, who you know, cooler. It's a pleasure to be here on this platform with you, L. Let me say that. Let me start off like that.
They likewise, G. Likewise. They've been looking for you. They go crazy over your announcement, man. What's that about? Yo, do me a favor. If you can you turn your joint like this?
Sideways.
Yeah, my man. There you go. Yeah, now we full screen with it.
Yeah.
Full screen with it.
Yo,
let's start like this, man. Are you seeing the reaction to people anticipating this young Ill return? Like, are you seeing that?
Yeah, I always get it. But this time it's a little different. I done got a good I got a better response, you know. I say more because it's more on the like on the channel. With the channel, your channel been rocking for real. Like I never really got off on RBE yet. I'm like one of the last few people. So that's really exciting for my fans to see like me on a whole different platform. You know, they've been kind of like anticipating that. So yeah, it's a different look. It's a different way though. I can't say that. It's a different wave over there, you know.
Even your peers, man, like I done seen interviews with like Calico. He's one of our goats. He's like, man, listen, I'm coming to outside of my job, I'm coming to see Ice Pack rap.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
Cal.
Like, I think that shit is so crazy. It's like you got a lot of respect with your peers. Obviously, the Lou brothers, you know, Hitman Holla, Aver, but your peers in general. How do you think you got to the point? I mean, obviously, you one of our OGs, but how did you get to the point where some of the biggest names in battle rap are saying, I need to see Ice Pack? Like, how do you feel like you got to that point?
I say I got to that point just from it's different stages in the game. Like we spoke, we spoke, you more like a student of the game.
Yeah.
And it's different ways of the game. Nobody can ever take away that I was a part of a very influential wave of people. You know, so that's just what it always is, just a level of respect amongst my peers that I have, you know, and it'll be likewise considering whoever it would be. And I'm tough. I put in a lot of work. So anytime my name gonna be on the card, it's like, no, it's anticipated. And to be honest, just on cam, a lot of times I may have not, you know, lived up to their expectations. It's a high standard for me amongst my peers. People may not know that, but I call people behind the scenes Verb, you know what I'm saying, and let them hear a lot of my material. They always, you know, they always have high expectations for me. I always put that like on me, like no matter how hard I go, if it don't translate on camera well, like in a smaller room, I get this opportunity to kind of be more intimate. You know, it's a lot of more science behind it on big stage. As a smaller room, I heard Hitman say that on the platform. Like in a smaller room, it's more of an intimate setting, and that's more like my immediate comfort zone. That's where I come from. So I kind of like that. Not so much a real small like African palace, but I'm just saying different from a real larger arena. It'll be a whole lot, a little more. You know, I'll be more at home like that. You see my Heartless battle, my Daylight battle. I look more poised.
That's what I was gonna go into. I want to step through this chapter by chapter, man. Way before we
Yeah.
get to RBE. So you are one of our game's legends, and you know the early era of the Midwest, the early movement when we started initially seeing Ice Pack. How did you even get into this game? And right now we talking to the new fans. We
Okay.
talking to the niggas that just came around the cultures, just starting to figure out what battle rap is. They only know people that's come on the scene within the last 2 or 3 years. You don't know who we're looking at right now. How did we get introduced to Young Ill? How did you first come on the scene?
Now, how I got broke out to the world was most likely the New York versus St. Louis. That was like our big outbreak. That was like the big thing when World Star was popping and like that. But prior to that, you know, history in St. Louis battle rap culture, I was underground, me, Verb, Hitman. So, you know, initially like Word War, prior to that underground battling in the Lou, that's when I really got my notoriety. Like when I ran into Calico and Miles, by that time, they had already seen us. We had seen them, although the world had not been introduced to us, St. Louis, Chicago, Detroit. We kind of knew each other and had that win. That's why we did the Midwest Massacre. And that was kind of like just the beginning stages of us being broken out of just the Midwest, breaking into the East Coast. That was real big. That's kind of like how the world got to know each of us with to a larger level. Once I broke out of St. Louis, that's when it got real, you know, real wild. But prior to that, my career was long, you know, way before no one even knew about us.
I think obviously we saw you on World Star, we saw you on YouTube, we saw you on the early DVD days, we saw you on some of the early breakout cards. I want to say one of the most historic performances from the early era that I remember. I mean, my man, you got what they say is the best one rounder of all time.
Oh yeah, yeah. I say that.
Still ain't put your Mac down yet.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
shit is crazy. Tell me a little
Nah.
bit about those type of moments. You know what you felt back then versus like looking at the game now.
Yeah, see, man, I know for sure I was ahead of my time in a lot of things I was doing. So you gotta think that league, that was probably I want to say that was the first battle, the first event they threw on that card. Just the one rounder. it was just like a toss-up. Hitman was influential in putting it together. But it was just a toss-up, and me and Rex did it one round. That was crazy, though. It had got 4 million on that league, Battle America.
Damn.
And that was back then, like, when it was really just, jumping off. People weren't really doing those type of numbers off of main channels.
Yeah.
So moments like that, everybody had those moments from, I say, my era. A lot of people got big things that they done to further the culture. And I wouldn't take away from nobody, so that's why they don't take away from me. But I did a lot of shit I know that kind of advanced the culture, at least step outside the box a little bit.
Yeah. I was at the card. I don't think it ever dropped. What was that? You versus was it Khan? The joint that was vaulted?
Oh yeah, no. It never dropped. That was at Webster Hall. But that was a good showcase. Like, our image was used for that most part, I say. Like, conceited, real fresh fly dude like myself, real fresh fly. At that time, before the culture had expanded, where your image mattered, we was already coming that way.
The like fly fam and all that.
Yeah, it was really like that, wearing, coming clean. That wasn't really no attachment to battle rap. It is now, and I do attribute myself to that. Like, I'm looking right now, Rick Ruff, I'm in warrior mode. This would never be on camera just like this. It's kind of like a, that's not really what you want to do when you're marketing yourself. But
it's dope that you still have that outlook on the game, because a lot of our stars or up and comers, that's where they fall off. Everybody in here could rap. Everybody, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of things that start to separate, you know what I'm saying, the stars from the people that just, they get overlooked a lot. But all right, let's move into this bracket right now too, because the St. Louis movement, the Midwest movement, when they think of the Lou, when they think about those kings, and it's represented here on this card right here, Young Ill, Averb, Hitman Holla. How do you look at the three of y'all? Like some people say Verb was the pen, Holla was the performer, and you was a mix of everything. How do you see it?
Like, I think I know a lot of our strength. I know a lot of our strengths, and I say I can always appreciate our strengths. Like with that, when people say that, however they put it, I know like they strengths. So I say, hey,
he's smiling now. He's smiling now. I feel like I need to ask him if he's the best, y'all. Hold on.
Oh no, that conversation gonna come up, and who gonna say that? I'm always gonna say I'm the best. Just like they gonna say they the best, I would like them too. They ain't gonna say the best, but I'm saying I know they strengths. Like I can count on Hitman to be 110% prepared. I can depend on him to be 100% rehearsed, 100% confident whenever he write. Like, I know that's gonna happen for sure. I know that's his for sure strength. No matter what anybody take away from him, that's just gonna happen every night. That's it. I know Bird real strategic with this in regards to the science. Like, he gonna play the backfield and kind of see what angle to take on people, or like I'm saying, strengths and weaknesses. He'll be able to say more so what somebody's weakness is and what angle to take to pick them apart at. Yeah. So that's I know that's his strength. And mine is just like the wild card in a sense. Mm-hmm. But I would say this to myself, how long they've been in it and how long they've been doing it, like how much they outside, they very consistent. You have to say that. So when I'm thrown in there, I already know, in their eyes, they know my capabilities and my talent level. But you just got to say, they already proven through the fire a lot of errors. Both of them well-seasoned, battled. They got a lot of battles, big battles in front of big crowds. They done had a lot of wars and stuff. So I always take that when I'm going, into a battle, I always be keeping that in mind. Like, they almost so far in battle so much that they already exposed. I'm just always exposing myself. I'm more exposed when I bounce out like once every now and then. They already exposed. People know they coming with it. Whether you think they win or lost, they already have proven, they very consistent in this. St. Louis, on that angle, they very, very consistent. You got to appreciate that about them.
What about the fourth guy? What about Magic? Do y'all all talk amongst each other too?
Yeah, I just spoke with Magic.
Oh, that's dope.
Me and Magic, I fuck with Magic heavy. See, now, to me, in my eyes, Magic is a wild card. He just special. You know, St. Louis a wild city to come out of, and Magic is just special. He's the best of his kind. Like he came out the Lou, you know, conceded known for punchlines. These guys know for punchlines. We got us one. That's Magic. Everybody know that. He gonna punch you to death.
Yeah.
That's not our angle. That's not our thing. Magic came behind us and he got that. So I ain't no puncher. Cause that's Magic thing.
The four of y'all, man. The four of y'all really, that's a spooky
Yeah.
lineup. That's a spooky lineup. So
Yeah.
y'all are y'all keeping each other sharp? Is there any like, yo, what you got? You know, where you at? And what's it like right now for the three of y'all? Or if you talking to Magic, like what's it like? Is Verb on your heels? Is Holla hit you up? How's it been?
Yeah, like it's always gonna be like that. See,
you try to keep it light.
no, because I'm telling you, like, listen. See, I'm wild. I'm a wild card. I know that I'm a wild card. I want to keep it. I want to keep the suspense too, you know, to a certain sense. But at the same time, I'm always gonna check in. I gotta know my tempo. You gotta know, yo, where you at with it. So once I get that from them,
Probably a phone call. Phone call. We good. We don't hear you. We don't hear you, G. You on mute.
yo, I say, you can hear me?
There you go. Now you off mute.
Yeah, I had a call come in, but
Gotcha.
yeah, but I said, yeah, we both definitely politicking back and forth to make sure my tempo right and where I'm at, whatever. Like, you know, I ain't been out the game like that. I'm still gonna do that thing regardless.
Okay.
You know, when I look at it, I'm always carrying. I'm gonna bounce right back in formation.
I
You know
think
that.
that's dope. I think that's dope. Have you
Yeah.
heard any of their material yet? Hollers or Verbs material?
You know, I've heard what I heard. I've heard great things. You know, I've heard good things.
The reason why I asked that is because I'm really trying to lead towards gauging. And I'll be asking people so far behind the scene. I'm trying to gauge what's going to be the record for the Lou by the end of the night. 3-0, 0-3, 2-1. I'm trying to figure out, you know, because these are all big matches. Holla against Ill Will, you versus Bigg K, Aver versus A Ward. Y'all could get 30. Y'all are going up against some
We'll
killers.
never get 30.
I want to hear why.
It's nobody you can put us up against, and that's mean that you 3-0. Three people clearly win. It's nobody you can put us up against that's gonna get 3-0. That'll never happen. That's blind. I can blind go out and say that, and I would bet whatever on it. That would never happen. 3-0, that'll never
For the
happen.
Lou. Okay, all right.
I'm saying, you said, okay, let me make sure. You said we going 3-0, like, oh, you said we could go.
I like both questions. I like,
Okay,
can you
3-0
get
is
30?
mean
And I also like, can St. Louis get 30? Meaning that all three of those matches y'all lose.
Oh, I'm saying we can't get 30. Like, come on, somebody
okay.
gonna bang out. Out of three of us, we gonna bang out.
Okay.
If they throw 30 and it's 30, damn.
Yo, but listen, this is one of the things that people's gonna pay attention to on this card. Like, this is like a historic vibe. There's a lot of nostalgia with this, not just the Midwest, but focused on St. Louis right here. And if you guys came out of a card like this, the card of the year, and all three of y'all lost, that would be spoken about for a while.
Yeah. Now, see, this is what I know, and I was just somewhere speaking on this. A narrative is gonna be more like that's important. So the fact that whether or not it be 3-0 or 0-3, you know, the fans are in for a treat. That's just point blank, period. That's what I say. I know that. So I don't too much saying like, oh, they gonna get 3-0 to 0-3. Man, three of the St. Louis boys on the card, y'all are in for a hell of a show. Like a hell of a show. You won't get this show nowhere else. You won't get it nowhere else, first and foremost. Then me going to saying there's no way we finna get 0-3. But before any of the 0-3, you have three of the St. Louis boys on the show. You for sure going to get a show first. Then you got all the other people on the card. But it's a potential that we can get off. You know, it's a potential that we can get off.
Everybody look real sharp at Young Illin to see if he reacts in a way that gives it away. I wonder if these three guys got anything that they doing with each other's rounds. any type of teaming up or anything like that? What do y'all think based on this reaction right there? Put it in the comments.
Now your questions are that's I don't know.
No, it wasn't even a question. I just wanted to say it and see your reaction. Because a lot of people's predicting a lot of different things. It's like the three of y'all are here. Is Young Ill jumping out on Verb's round, or is Hitman gonna do some shit during Ill's round? Like, it's all types of possibilities because the history there, the camaraderie there, the three kings like that. So, I just wanted to see if you was gonna react to that.
Yeah. No react. What they say with the Taki videos, no reaction.
No reaction. I got you. I got you. All right, let's fast forward a little bit. Let's go all the way now to 2019.
Yeah.
See, people don't know that Young Ill Ice Pack on RBE is a long time in the making. Long time in the making. We had Ice Pack book versus Ill Will on the same card that had A Verb versus Iron Solomon booked. Me and Verb got into it. Next thing I knew, Young Ill and ARP was into it too. Held his brother down. If I look back at it from right now, respect. You roll with your man. You roll with your man. But what did it feel like at that moment where, you was kind of off the scene? We had you versus Ill Will coming back, and then we didn't get that situation off. Did you feel like we was gonna come back finally later on? Did you feel like fuck battle rap? It's always something. What did you feel? Did you feel like you did the right thing as far as like, you know what, this battle rap shit is always something? Like,
no, at that time I did at that concept, like I did kind of feel like that, like not it's always something, but I had anticipated return. So you already know I was excited when I initially spoke to you on our first convo. You know, just like square business straight through. Just like this time it was square business straight through. So it was like that's pretty much that dialogue. After it happened, I pretty much say more of it was like how to clean it up, because it wasn't official, it wasn't official like anything real wild. So I was banking towards the opportunity to kind of clean it up and kind of get myself on the right track with that league. Because like I say, I never bounced over here. Yeah. And it was such good business prior to any altercation or any misunderstanding. So I think, so like initially it was just all PR. At that time, it was so much PR around me, like so much was going on. And that's how it fell out. But like I said after that, I made a big old statement online just on more so of me going forward, doing business and kind of trying to like paying more attention, being more careful with how I move in regards to that. And I haven't had any mishaps or holdups, so it'd be smooth, but that, like how you say that window, it was like a window where it was like left and right. I already always had something going on, left, right, left, right, left, right. Yeah. But that's a lot of times when the game was kind of shifting in a different way, where a lot of the rappers that in the game kind of ain't understand it. So I fell on that side and not being not being like tact strategic when moving. That wasn't a strategic move for me to make to do that. You feel me? That wasn't no real strategic move in that regard. I'm saying like me now is being like being more level-headed, saying like, okay, I run a business, man. I run a good businesses. I'm a business outside of that. So it's just like certain things in business, it's branding wise. It's that. Yeah. So it take you more to kind of bounce back from something than just playing it straight and narrow. So that's just how I do business now. It's like I'm doing straight and narrow. Straight by the paperwork, it got to get done, because I'm gonna want that on the other end. And that's just how a businessman is supposed to think at all times. If you're not thinking like that, then you're off your square. And that's all it was. I was off my square at that time. I'm back on my square business wise.
That's dope, man. I respect that. I appreciate that, man. And I feel like the way that we, even when we started talking, because we've been talking for like 2 years after that situation, we just wasn't able to line things up time wise. Yeah. I feel like after that situation, when we got back in touch and we buried all that old shit and whatever, It felt like our communication was easier. You know what I'm saying? It was just like things was more natural. It's just like at that point you realize like, nah, I'm trying to rock on RBE. And I'm like, I'm trying to get the legend on that hasn't been on yet.
Yeah.
It wasn't just about the numbers and the business anymore. It was just like, we went through our little whatever mishap. And now when we make it work, it's gonna be smooth. And then turn around, our biggest event ever. We got you on that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I think that's dope.
Yeah, and I'm happy that throughout the times we did have a couple matchups ain't fall through, but I'm happy I kind of was patient and waited because I got a good opponent and a good card. So I'm most definitely happy that we was patient and it's like timing for me.
That's where I'm going right now, man. We gotta talk about it. This is the most important pit stop of this conversation right here.
Yeah.
So the man that you signed the dotted line for, all right.
Yeah.
He happens to be on a run for league contention for champion of the year. They say he had a performance of his career versus A Ward. They say he arguably beat Murder Mook, the logo of battle rap. He just went in there with Rex and had a goodie. People say 2-1 either way. And that's what you're about to stand in front of. In the blue room, somewhere where that man has been cooking, the dog. What do you think about the matchup? What made you take Bigg K in the first place?
Now, you could be honest with me. You know for sure I did not say Bigg K.
No, that's real.
Like, I never even. Like,
both of y'all reacted like that, to be honest.
Nah, like on some real stuff.
Go ahead.
I'm a real dog about
Break it down.
Now, I'm a real dog about that. None of that going on. Real talk. I'm a real dog. I didn't know who I was battling. I signed right there. Send them to me. That's how it went down. You know that straight how it went down. You text me and told me his name. I ain't flagged back. It's in there. It's just that's how it went down. With nothing else besides that. I did not say nothing. Boom, boom. Once I figured out what's going on, signed just like that. It ain't about who that. It could have been. Stand on. You could tell them that. Like, that's how it went down. It wasn't I asked for nobody. I straight signed up. Send me anybody. That's who they sent me. That's who we signing up for. Let's do it. And that's how it happened. And so I want him to know that.
But you want to know what's crazy? Now that you say that, that is how that conversation and then the text message follow-ups went. But I wasn't in your shoes, so I didn't really know this until I'm hearing it now. That you was also. I'm now hearing that now because we didn't talk about that topic. So, that's how the process went. So I coached on that. So what made you move like that?
Because I just had that with you to already know I was gonna say yes, regardless whatever you had presented to me, just so we could get that out the way. I already had wanted to do that. So when the card came, and then as far as the business got handled, I wasn't tripping off nothing. It was just like red carpet for you. Whatever you want to do, let's get it done. That was like that on some. Oh, man. That's how I was moving on that. When you threw him and said that, I was like, okay, that's it. Let's get down then. That's just all I took. And I was like, for sure. That's what y'all want to do. Let's do it.
All right, cool. So we passed that. We on the same page with that.
Yeah.
Now the business is done. Our history's in the past. We about to rock. Other St. Louis niggas is on the card. All this shit going on. Now, as the process starts to set in, okay, I'm battling Bigg K. Maybe my mentality coming in was like, yo, it's whatever. I want wreck. But now you know it's Bigg K. What was those thoughts like once you start to lock in on Bigg K? Do you respect him as an opponent? Do you feel threatened by him at all?
I don't feel threatened by anyone, but I'm always aware of my opponent. Okay. So I'm very aware of him from both sides. But does it set in who I'm up against? Yes, it sets in who I'm up against, and I've been here plenty of times. I've been in plenty of wars, so that's never a concern of mine. But my opponent's capabilities, I always like them to be a very worthy kill. So,
shit.
Well, I'm saying like a very worthy kill. I'm saying I'm always know it's gonna be some weight on my shoulders. So that's how I would like it to be. That's nothing new to me, but that's for sure. That's for sure how I like it to be. I came off of the last person I battled. Big battle was on a big run, a way worse run than this one. Like he was on a run, real reckless run. So it just tests my pen for real to this level. It tests my pen. That's all I do. It tests my pen. Towards the end of this, though, I'm not gonna lie. Towards the end, I do know the difference between somebody that's consistently writing. Towards the end of my writing, you know, like when I was at the end of writing, I could tell the difference between I initially started writing towards the end. I'm saying like
you saying that like you're done. All right, okay.
I'm saying like I'm telling you, look, I'm saying like, okay.
It looked like
And
you
I
don't
know
want
it
to put
ain't,
that. You don't want to put no. You don't want to put no
you know what I'm
info out
saying?
there.
But I don't hear a lot of people that do what I do to their magnitude. So I know when I'm in pocket and I feel comfortable, and that's cool. I can't say I have never felt this comfortable in a long time. Just the things surrounding the battle, how the battle was set up, how much you know, how much pressure was left out, taken off of me in a lot of areas. I never been this comfortable, so I can't say that.
What was the last Bigg K battle that you watched?
The last Bigg K battle that I watched,
Yeah.
I watched his battles on RB. His last battles on RB, I watched those. I watched him versus Verb. Watched him versus Big T.
Those are old ones. Okay.
Yeah,
So but you did watch him and Mook?
I watched him in Mook. I saw him in Mook. I saw him in A Ward.
What'd you think about those performances?
A Ward. I think he got off on A Ward. He got off on A Ward. But then you know he got off on A Ward. Then Mook. I don't know. I can't really call that as far as like who won.
So not anything impressive, anything that you feel like, you know what, I gotta watch out for that, or did you feel like you were just watching another battle?
Dude, I feel like I feel like I'm not I keep it 1,000. I feel like Bigg K do a good job at what he do. He's very effective at what he does. I don't think Mook beat him. You feel me? Okay. But I think, you know, I don't think Mook beat him. I called Verb right after I had seen that battle. And I just told him, like, on some real shit, I was talking, like, this is somebody who had battled both of them. And I'm just telling him, like, Mook in this element, he just gonna do what he gonna do, man. And that's just how I feel. So people appreciate him for that. He just gonna do what he do. I'm not gonna say nothing negative about that. He real tough, you know, for what he does. He, like I say, he like Hitman. But to the element current level, what fans be wanting to see, you know what I'm saying? There's different brackets of fans. They lay in different pockets, man. And like, you know, somebody was just telling me that kind of like it's a new era of ears out here that people like to, they cater to. So some people's style automatically cater to that new ear. You got some people whose style automatically cater to the new listener. Bigg K is somebody who style caters to the new listener. It's very easy to follow, and his cadence never changes. So somebody listening to him, it's a build up, boom, that's entertaining. You know, it'll be entertaining. It's very easy to follow. He, you know, he easy to follow. So that's that. If he battling somebody who too over the top, he gonna lose. You know, then they could face the risk of losing the crowd in the room right there up in front of him. If you're going too crazy over the top, because that's somebody who right here in front of you. It's not like he's simple to where he's so basic to where he's not gonna be impactful. But he's simple enough for people not to go over people's head. It's gonna be right there in front of him. Everything he say gonna be right here for you to grab. That's what. Yep.
I definitely agree with that. His style is very easy to catch. Is definitely right there in your face. But the thing about the people that I feel like are even a little bit more, let's say, more wordy in their delivery. I don't want to say complex because Bigg K could be complex too, but I just say more wordy. Like let's say a Lux, more syllables, right? I feel like in a small room, especially that blue room, everybody's gonna get off. To whatever they bring, everybody gonna get off. So I want to compare the styles. Your style versus what you think Bigg K brings to the stage on September 2nd. Do you feel that he could do anything with, let's say, all the elements that you bring? Because that's always been your reputation, the guy that like does everything good, if not great. Do you feel like his style could really match up with yours, or do you feel like it's just simple, or do you feel like you in for a war?
I don't feel like I don't feel his style is deep enough to fuck with mine, but
Mm.
I think I'm more all over the place with it. That's what I'm saying. When I was saying his cadence is one way, I know my tempo and everything a little over the place. This me talking back as a listener, as somebody that's a student of the game, just saying it. Like I know I go in different pockets that's gonna be different. There's it's in and out, in and out, in and out. I don't know how that translate to someone that is a puncher, to someone that go like on that. I can only go off the punchers that I battle. You feel me? So the style matchup, I am eager to see that because I know the matchup is there. You know what I'm saying? I feel for sure the excitement and the the matchup there as far as our excitement and impact in the ring in that small room, it could get real, intense in there. That's how I would
Yeah,
like
it's
it to
gonna be.
happen. It could get
It's gonna
real
be crazy.
intense. Yeah.
It's gonna be crazy. And when you guys come to that stream, when it's time to flip that coin for Young Ill versus Bigg K, it's gonna be electric in that room. I'm
Oh
telling
yeah.
you,
Yeah.
it's gonna be wartime. At that point, it just is what it is. Like you got what you got, he got what he got. But I love this matchup. I love getting Young Ill to debut on RBE. I would just say that one or two things is gonna happen in this matchup. We're gonna get a return from Young Ill, and he's gonna kick Bigg K off of his Champion of the Year run. And if you do that on September 2nd, they're gonna look at you like, oh shit, because it's a what have you done for me lately culture. But if you get in there and he drops 30 or he wows on you, they're gonna say, like, all right, you came back, and now Bigg K sent you right back wherever you was before you came back. Do you agree? Do you see it going like that? Or
First off, I never gonna get 30. That's what I'm
okay,
trying to
okay,
get you to
okay.
say. Like,
I like that. I
that's
like
not gonna happen to me on any
that.
night. I've never been 30.
Mm.
Even on my worst night, I don't never gonna accept 30. He's not gonna 30 me. He's not that good. Now let's not say that he's gonna 30 me. He's not that good. Yeah. I'll go on a limb say that he's not that good to 30 me. No.
Oh
So
shit.
he's not gonna 30 me. It's not a slogan that can say that. He could be cute after the battle and say, a pack of 30 or whatever he be saying. He could be cute and say that, but that's not an official 30. Streetwise, official judges, nothing else. Streetwise, YouTube when it dropped, it's not on no app. It's coming on YouTube. I don't care who's saying. This is for everyone's judgment. So that's for all the street judgment, everybody to say who won, who lost. I'm going to live with what I come out with every time. Long as I get my 3 rounds off, I'm going to live with mine every time. And I promise you, it's always going to go in my favor. We're going to go even. That's how it's going to come down to it. It's always going to go in my favor. It's going to go even. And that's the confidence I bring into the battle. No matter what stage I'm in, no matter how long I've been gone. That's just what it is, man. Ain't nothing I haven't seen before. It'd be a big promotional scheme when they be like return. Man, I have seen some of the most, craziest killers inside the ring.
Yeah.
Not done. Then people be like, when I return, I done already seen some crazy shit inside the ring right in front of me from some of y'all best, favorite battle rappers. Some of the opponents that I'm finna battle, they probably would like to battle some of the people I already have battled and gave me scary nights that we both gave each other scary nights on. I don't be tripping off of my opponent. It's like it can get real ugly in that ring for people. You know that like shit can get ugly on either side. They always talking and playing. I've been fucked around and came here and clapped something. Then it'll be wake up in the morning, it'll be all lit. Then that could happen. But I don't never hear that come out of my mouth. So you could wake up in the morning, I've been and clap something, then the next morning, like, I'm champion of the year.
Yeah. No, I mean, it is once again a what have you done for me lately type of sport. So
Yeah.
I mean, all right, let me ask you this before we drop Bigg K and before I let you get out of here.
Yeah.
Tell me somebody that you've battled that's a way tougher opponent than Bigg K. Because you say you faced a lot of killers, and we know your resume, you have. But I just want to do a comparison because Bigg K is just on such a tear right now. So I think that the fans is looking at that aspect, and you present a wild card. So I want to hear somebody that you feel like you battle where you feel like He can't even. Bigg K can't even see him. So
I mean, Hollow the Dime,
hmm.
Hitman Holla. We'll go out on, let's say, Sue Surf. Should I say Calico?
Y'all both got Calico in common.
Okay, well, Calico, I say that for sure.
Your resume is crazy.
And I say Arsenal. He'll probably play a pocket on Bigg K and go wild if they battled before. I don't know to say that, but
yeah, they did a small battle real quick. They did. I think
and
it
I'm
was
trying to
UVA,
think.
but
It's some people that I battled. It's some people that he just battled Rick. So, but they said that they battled Rex in was, I'm just not saying that. I'm saying like I battled Rex in a 1-rounder. He battled Rex. It's not a 1-rounder, but 3 rounds that probably could equal up to a 1-rounder.
yeah, because they were short rounds.
Yeah, so that's 4:30. Some people battle with 3-4 minute 30 rounds. So that's all I'm saying. Different dynamic. I don't, know. But all of those people in the small room. Did I say Briz Rothstein?
Nah, you didn't.
Okay, Briz Rothstein. And that's who I had just battled coming off of was to a large crowd too. So me studying that battle, being able to see that in real time, outside looking into that battle, give me another perspective as my approach to this. That's what's different. Prior to, I really didn't have anything to gauge my current style, whatever, based just on my old videos over 10 years old. As I get more planted, I get to see myself as in a current setting. Then I know I could critique myself from there. But that was a lot of the gap. Like now, it ain't so big of a gap because I have me versus Heartless, me versus Daylight, me versus Briz. I can go check the tapes and be like, all right, this would need to be altered. This would need to be, the sauce would need to be flipped and, kind of finessed that way.
So
that's all.
So here's the closer right here. I'm gonna lead you into the closer. What's your favorite performance that you've given?
My favorite performance
of you, yeah.
My favorite performance that I've given, I have to say, this is just monumental to me. My Rex battle, that's monumental to me. That's one of my most favorite. I rolled up into the bathroom when they called me on stage. The World Series just was ending that night before. And I rolled up into the battle before the stage. I was sauced there. That's my best performance as far as on every angle. I don't have no nothing. Me versus Rex.
So the reason why I asked you that is because now the obvious closer to that is, how do you compare your rounds on September 2nd for Bigg K to your best performance?
I don't think I ever been here. I promise you, I don't think I've ever been here. I'll let the people say. Yeah, I don't think I've ever been to this level of I don't think I've been here before because I haven't been like crazy in pocket in a while. But I say I don't think I've been here. Allow myself time to get to where I'm at here. I don't think I've been here before. Maturity wise, like as far as maturity wise, I promise you, I don't think I had been here before. Some places, some pockets.
Classic in the making, y'all. Classic in the making.
Yeah.
All right, man. Final words from you, man. Take yourself out of here, man. We had the legend pull up on us, Ice Pack, man.
Yeah.
Tell them what's up real quick before you jump out of here, man. Sign out for them.
Ice Pack, Ill Chill, who you know cooler. Y'all ain't seen me rock out in a minute. Y'all ain't seen me in my element in a minute. But, like that. So I got a show to give. I owe the people a show. I owe the people, a lot. I always say I do. When y'all show out for me, anytime my name get put on the card, I got a great following. Y'all always bounce out. So St. Louis, we gonna have a great showing on the 2nd. I need everybody to hit the pay-per-view. That's really what I want. What I want everybody to know. Like, battle rap done went so wild with people not even releasing battles as they come out, to have battles that release right to YouTube, battles that's available on pay-per-view to access there. So every time I bounce out, man, get that pay-per-view for me. At least share that time for me. Like ARP say, if I get 3-0 or if I get 0-3, if we get 3-0, 0-3, let's just be in attendance where we can rock out and share that, because I actually do think it's gonna be a game changer for the culture. I think it's gonna be an event that kind of like shift the culture in a good direction. So
yeah,
I'm always gonna be a part of something like that, like I always do, like Big Show Ill, you know.
my man, my man. All
Yeah.
right, man. I appreciate you pulling up on us. We got the face-offs coming up the night before, so you and Big K will get a chance to see each other face to face. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tap in on the text. I'm gonna check in, see if you give me any hints towards what's going on, see if I can get any, any secrets about the show that's about to be put on. But I know right now you in the cave with it, so I think that's dope for the
I
fans to see.
promise you. And I apologize. Like, that's more so at first. That's more so where I'm at. Making sure I make great use of my time. And then you gotta get in the mental space. Verb is able to, to multitask so greatly. So you gotta appreciate that, how he performed. He putting a lot of effort into being available online every day. So yeah, I'm there with it. I can do that, but as far as that, it's just me staying focused, and I'm in pocket like that. I'll touch in like that, but for sure, I'm telling you, it's serious. This serious that's going on. This is not just it's serious going on. It's less than, we a little over under 2 weeks away.
Yeah.
This shit real. Stay focused, y'all. Stay focused.
All right, my nigga, I appreciate you pulling up once again. I'm gonna touch in with you in a second, G.
You know it. Love always.
Ice Pack.
Yeah, fly fam.
Yo, Ice Pack versus Bigg K, September 2nd. Man, I'm gonna get Bigg K up here maybe tomorrow. I know I got QB up here with me Friday. I think I'm gonna get Bigg K up here with me tomorrow. But what do y'all got in the chat? Bigg K versus Young Ill. What do y'all got? My man said he in the cave right now. My man said he in the dungeon with it right now. I want one of these guys, and they all keeping it close. Hitman, Verb, Young Ill. I can't get neither one of them three niggas to tell me what the fuck they got going on together. Like, what y'all rehearsing or what? Them niggas is all being quiet, and I think that's dope because the anticipation just rises like that. But Ice Pack will be returning on September 2nd. I think it's good to see him up here and say things like, yo, this right here, I've never been here before. Okay. That's the expectation. We raising the bar for everybody on this card, including Ice Pack. Ice Pack is a legend, and we are holding him to legend status. We want to see a legendary performance from our legends. So shout out to Ice Pack, man. It's an honor to get his debut on RBE. You know what I'm saying? It's years in the making for us. Like I said, the first time he and I, negotiated and got everything situated was 2019. We about to move into 2024, but the patience paid off. It works out in a bigger card, a crazy opponent still, more visible, more historic, more nostalgia. It's just dope. The patience really paid off for RBE and Young Ill. So shout out to Pac once again. But everybody that goes and replays this, I want your comments below. What do y'all got? Do y'all got Bigg K taking this? Do you got Young Ill taking this? Do you got this walking away being a debatable? Young Ill he's an X factor. He's a wild card a little bit. I just don't fully know what to expect from a Young Ill in a small room on this type of card versus Bigg K. I don't like, and I think that's dope to not fully know what's gonna happen. Y'all know I love the mystery type of shit. How they gonna show up? I love it. I fucking love it. All right, so I'm gonna close out like this. Once again, shout out to Ice Pack, Bigg K. It's your turn, man. Come on up to the podcast, man. It's time for us to talk. I want to see where your mental is at. How you looking at Young Ill right now? Let's ask you similar questions, man. Let's talk about it. You know what I'm saying? And y'all make sure y'all go to the top of the channel right now. We got the Hitman Holla versus the Ill Will Face Off. It is available for members only. We done updated the channel. We will be dropping early bird content now for y'all. There'll be battles that drop early for y'all. You know what I'm saying? All types of stuff. Blogs that drop early for y'all. It's really going to push me to put up some exclusive content too. So yeah, the Face Off is out right now for members only. It will release to the rest of our subscribers, to the general public real soon. So make sure y'all keep your eyes on the channel. We are moving. RareBreedENT.com. Get your live pay-per-view because September 2nd, the world will watch. It's almost movie time. K and Young Ill in the comments. What y'all got? We'll be right back ASAP, y'all. I got y'all.